and took them all out. He's almost like Death Wish.
What's up, YouTubians?
Hey, what's going on, everybody out there?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And greetings.
However, whenever you're watching this, we appreciate you because you already know time is expensive.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
And thank you for subscribing. But if you're here for the first time, this show is about anything and everything
Creative.
Anything that sparks your creativity, whatever medium you dabble in.
Expressing your creative soul.
And welcome to an episode of Creativity
Unsheathed.
I'm Ollie-O-Rey.
And I'm Nino.
And yes, we are brothers.
Yes, we are.
And this is the show where we feel
That the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I think that's the way it goes.
For sure. You gotta keep your circle small. I mean, you just don't know who you can trust, but
Yeah, that's kind of rough too, right? It's like that's still your enemy, but then you want to take out the same motive or objective, whatever.
I mean, definitely like a wrestling reference. You gotta team up with your enemy in order to take out the bigger foe.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Almost like Royal Rumble.
Yeah, like every man for themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, tag team partners have betrayed each other for that. I mean,
Yeah, man.
like Stone Cold and The Rock had a beef, and then they had to team up against the Generation X.
I like how Magneto teamed up with the X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
Later on, like.
And why we're talking about this and what we're looking in today is Daredevil versus Punisher.
Means and ends.
And why we're looking in this one in particular, because it's by a one-man team of David Lapham.
Mr. Lapham, creative Stray Bullets.
Yeah, I feel like there's no better creator to tackle these two because of that hard-boiled noir detective type style of storytelling he does in Stray Bullets.
Like the way Miller wrote that interaction and that chemistry, right?
I mean, Frank Miller really he set that tone for what Daredevil is today. And
Yep.
so this is during the Joe Quesada era, during 2005.
05, huh?
Yeah. So
Marvel Knights imprint.
Definitely during the time that he was, asking independent artists to come on board and change up the whole scene of Marvel. Getting Kevin Smith, Garth Ennis,
Millar.
Mark Millar.
Oh, Hitch.
Yeah, dude. The guys that really were selling books during that time, and TV screenwriters, movie screenwriters, I mean, all coming in the mix.
Right, I think if it wasn't for Joe Quesada recruiting all these writers, we wouldn't have the MCU.
His era just set that blueprint for the MCU.
Yeah, for sure.
If we're wrong, comment below.
That's cool. They have their own little logo.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Kind of tells the story like back in the days, right?
Yep.
That's weird. Got that bird. So it doesn't say who the couple is. Wonder what the bird signifies.
Maybe it's just that reference.
In the belly of the beast. Hammerhead. Kind of like Flat Top, huh? From Dick Tracy.
Yeah, it definitely has that influence for sure. I mean, Dick Tracy really set that bar for obscure villains.
Yeah. Especially the names as well. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Dude, really, he really played it with the page design.
Yeah, I like the colors.
Yeah, dude.
You can actually feel like as if you can feel the moonbeams.
Who's the colors? It's small. I can't really see it.
Color. At Studio F.
Oh, so it must be like a whole team.
Yeah.
I wonder if David Lapham had a small say in it.
As far as the tone that he wants. Yeah.
You're gonna get the full spectrum of color, and you're gonna be able to play with it and somehow and utilize it in a way where you still can give off that noir feel.
Yeah.
So,
that's cool looking silhouette. Oh yeah. Plays in the back.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's awesome.
Oh, on the floor as well. You almost hear Frank Castle's grovelly voice.
Or Thomas Jane.
The vegan police. So he's infiltrating a nightclub from across the street, I believe. The target, Hammerhead.
Of course.
So I wonder if this guy is part of Hammerhead's crew.
Most likely.
It's like backup. Yeah, there's something about Punisher I like. don't know what it is.
It's like the Rambo, but in the city.
Yeah, there you go.
That's probably like the best way to look at it.
We got the Jackal and the...
Yeah, this definitely feels like a Dick Tracy, like hard-boiled the Dick Tracy.
Yeah,
just
right.
like the obscure characters.
For sure. Totally worked, right?
Yeah, they.
You got Hammerhead, you got Jackal, Daredevil, throwing his Billy Club.
That's good.
Hell yeah. That's kind of cool from this, the build up to this.
Yeah.
Good pacing.
That's good. That's good page design.
Yeah, good storytelling.
And you definitely knew that he was studying the early Frank Millers.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
too.
Frank Miller did this in Daredevil. I forget, against Nuke. Did that series. I think before or after Born Again.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. Like, I don't know why, but I like it when they interact. It's like they're both vigilantes, but they know they're both good. But it just plays well.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Like they're the representation of the justice scale.
Yeah, exactly. And at the end of it, it's a draw.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
they just got their licks in.
yeah, for sure.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
And ironically, he's a lawyer by day. You know what I mean?
Daredevil to me seemed like a contradicting character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just because of his actions as Daredevil,
Yeah.
he can't get certain things done as Matt Murdock.
Yeah, for sure.
But in order to do what's right, I mean, you gotta go to the extremes. I mean,
Yeah.
if the crooked criminals can do what they do, I mean, the good has to outbalance somehow, you know?
Yeah, like the mob going to church, but they still do what they do.
Yeah, like, I never understood that. Like,
Yeah, you get tattoos of like Mary and Jesus, and then you do all these things.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. It's kind of weird, but yeah.
right? And it's like Punisher with a skull on his shirt. It's like the whole that
Yeah, the symbolism.
analogy. you know,
Yeah.
it's there.
Like man versus devil. You know what I mean?
For sure. Kudos to David Lapham for executing that
Yeah.
fight scene.
That's good right here.
Because I mean, not reading a lot of stray bullets, I can only imagine that his characters doesn't really do all these martial arts things, you know. And for him to be tackling a character like Daredevil,
Yeah.
it's like it's just amazing work.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a one-man team.
Yeah. And then like Daredevil being so dynamic in his poses.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like he's definitely taking a playbook from Frank Miller.
Yeah, it really sells the martial arts flow of the body. Hot day in the city. Infiltrating. Nice silhouette.
I mean, the whole point of this story, it's Daredevil being the new Kingpin, and you know he aims to restore justice in Hell's Kitchen, and of course New York. But you know Hell's Kitchen being his playground, he's starting
Yeah.
there first. And you know, but then here comes like Hammerhead and doing what he wants to do, and you know wanting to take over the streets, and to the point where he has to, you know, hire such a character like Jackal.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he wants to muscle in on rivaling opponents and, you know, their
Yeah,
territories.
taking over.
Yeah, just like the whole cliche bit of every mob type story.
Oh yeah, they want to be on top, take out everyone else.
Yeah. Even in all those Equalizer movies.
Like big intimidators. And
Right.
Daredevil is surveilling. Yet, and Punisher surveilling him. I believe Frank said he thinks he's inside there, but he doesn't know he's looking. But he should know because he has a sense.
Playing it off, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't even flinch when he spots me, even though I know it's impossible. Maybe it's the devil.
For something of Dave Lapham's, you know, style, you know, it's good. It's decent.
Yeah,
You know,
very traditional. I like it. You can tell though, right?
very tradish.
Tradish from digital, where it's like it's not perfect. You know it.
Yeah, like the imperfect lines and all that.
I love it.
Like the shakiness of lines and whatnot.
Yeah, especially this. Come on. That's awesome.
Yep.
Nice. Nice. Total equalizer move.
Totally.
What a pal. Yeah, I'm just a junkie looking to collect the reward.
Dang.
Just say no, y'all. You don't want to have to end up meeting the Punisher.
Right? Think twice. You don't want to see Frank Castle.
So he hits up Bistelli's diner for a little grub.
Where tension is gonna get even higher from this point on.
Yeah, yeah.
How will that happen? We will have to see.
Is this the owner?
Mr. Pastellis.
Yeah, I can read his mind. This whole monologue in this next few pages gives off the equalizer feel.
Totally detective.
Superman.
Oh yeah.
I fell. No, he got muscled by the mob.
Hammerhead's men.
Yeah, trying to muscle in.
Right. That's just Hammerhead's doing of just trying to overtake Kingpin's old territories and just want to make it a name for himself.
Yeah. It's like the people know who he is. But he's doing his little observations.
Right.
Can't be too careful.
Nope. Don't know who's having their dinner there as well.
Radiating fire.
How soothing.
Mr. Bastelli's daughter comes out. Her name is Mary.
Not my Mary, is it?
But then to Frank, it resembles Maria. See, that's cool. It's like you don't always have to tell the whole origin, throw out the whole issue.
No.
Like right here, just having flashbacks.
Yep.
Boom. Right? Simple.
Yeah.
You don't have to drag it. You know?
Good storyteller for sure. And like knowing that he's like going to be drawing this out.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the sequential art that needs to go down.
Yeah. So everybody out there, you can just get right into it and just tell the origin later.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, Pop. I'm taking an order. Oh, I heard the thugs. Or the mob.
So he spots him
Yeah.
from across the room.
Let's get a perspective.
Yeah. See, 2, 4, 6, 8. Like, it's awesome. I mean, we didn't see it in the previous pages, but David Lapham, he's known for these 8 panel breakdowns, and the way it hits the beats, it's really like a musical beat, like every fourth beat,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's like a good setup, and good setup and the answer, you know, and just how it builds.
Yeah, it totally flows better.
Right, and like everything's contained within this 8 panel grid, and it's like everything's there. And if you just really take away the bubbles, dude, like the story's there. You know?
It could be a 1-page strip already.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Right, the Punisher strip.
Hell yeah, dude. This is the era, again, 2005. This is the era where comics was making that shift into movies, guys.
Man.
I mean, this is probably the era where Quesada was really building up that material.
I wonder if he really thought about that going forward. Or maybe during they started drawing those ultimate lines.
Pretty sure there were some talks, you know, being in the entertainment business and knowing where the shift was going.
Yeah, right?
It's like, start making it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the action figures kind of help.
I mean, it does take a long time to make movies anyways.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and make the material for it.
Yeah, true.
Look how fast they did the Wolverine Origins book, and then they came out with the Wolverine Origins movie.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Totally ripped off the origin from those pages.
Yeah, and then they did Old Man Logan, and they just did Logan.
Right. But back to Daredevil and Punisher.
Yes.
So, Punisher is letting Mr. Bastelli know that he noticed that. And he's asking if he need any assistance.
Okay, so those guys that are there looking for him, now they're coming, and they're looking for you. So the guys that were in there, looking for him.
On top of getting their money.
Yeah. But you can leave out back. You're in big trouble. Did they do this to you and your family? Boy, you know who I am? Yes, sir. So he told him everything, why he's so mad. And then he becomes a pal and does a favor.
An enemy of an enemy becomes a friend.
The boy gives Punisher the name Hector Nino. They all hang down at the sticks.
The billiards.
Yeah. So maybe this flashback is like showing empathy. Yeah. Like, oh, I don't want it to happen to you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like the driving force to do what he does.
Yep.
He said he knows what he's gonna do, so he's gonna go ditch his work real quick. Kind of like want to see the last inning of the World Series at the bar.
Gotta go.
I gotta go. It's the last quarter. How close is that? From the diner to the bar. That's cool. Doesn't bother to look left or right. She goes.
Forget traffic. What's traffic?
It almost looks like it works. Like he's looking through the side window. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't really see the border. So, which one of you is Hector Nino? No answer. So, and took them all out. He's almost like Death Wish.
Man, look at this. Look at that composition, though.
Yeah.
Man, that's really good.
Look at that one guy right here. It's pretty good.
Man.
Oh, it's cool. Look, he still added the lamp up here in the foreground.
Yeah.
He really took that angle from the entrance.
Really moved that camera, though, for sure.
Yeah, and look, and like granted, he didn't have to draw everyone that he shot or killed. Just nice composition. Like less is more.
Yeah. I mean, because you really gotta have to be drawing that debris and you know, the mess, because it wouldn't make no sense if everything was clean but the bodies were all over. It's like you gotta really sell the scene.
I would have done the same. I would have given him a big hug. Thank you, man. Can I have your shirt? See, he said that was awesome. Thank you. As if like the last action hero came out. Oh, see, look at that. And for your father's sake, don't tell him you saw this. What a pal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like picking up the tab without telling him you paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just paid for your dinner. Nobody's gonna believe me.
Yeah, it's a good silhouette.
Yeah.
Yes, and even right here too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Almost like in the Warzone movie.
No, yeah. It's really iconic at this point.
Yeah. So that's cool. So you see the alley.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, cool.
Really showing like space and time, you know, within these gutters.
Yeah.
Right. They're showing the essence of time. That's really good. Really good storytelling.
It's cool. Like he draws random stuff that would be there,
Yeah.
but not as much as Jeff Darrow. I mean, I love Jeff Darrow, but
I mean, as much as like clutter.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
New York can look like. You know, less is more, and just really set that scene. You know.
Mark Bagley art.
All right, y'all. You seen that message that Punisher sent for Hammerhead and his crew.
Yes, yes.
But what's gonna happen? I don't know. You're gonna have to pick it up for yourselves because this is a 6-issue run,
Yeah.
or you can get it in trade format at you know at this point. Hey, go get it. At least now you know that David Lapham, you know, Mr. Stray Bullets, you know,
Yes.
he wrote and drew this. Yeah, you know, now you go get it.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Yep. So I mean, this is what the rest of the issues look like. You know, you got issue 2. 3, and 4. So, you know, if you gotta get Bushwhacker in the mix, you already know that.
Damn, he has a built-in gun
Right,
out of his hand.
A mutant.
Yeah,
Turn anything of his body into a weapon.
yeah, and mind you, he was Punisher's foe,
Right.
or one of his rogues.
So Hammerhead hires him to go after Punisher.
Oh,
How Punisher get out of that, you'll have to find out.
yeah, it's a pretty damn good story.
Yep. Issue 4. 5. And 6. So yeah, y'all. Go get it. I mean,
It's great art, great storytelling.
yep, you can't go wrong if you guys are Daredevil fans, Punisher fans, and you just like that noir, detective, you know, type storytelling. Go get it. And you know, just enjoy it for yourselves, and you already know what to expect from David Lapham if you're already a fan.
Yes, yes.
And just his hand on Daredevil and Punisher, it's even more of a plus.
Yeah, these characters are awesome. I think probably the best street level heroes in the Marvel universe.
I agree. I agree. I mean, just a straight up.
It's almost kind of like spy versus spy.
Oh
Just,
yeah.
you know, just that interaction, just the way they go at it. But then it's funny, like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
It's like Leatherneck and Wetsuit always fighting from G.I. Joe. They always argue, but then they're friends.
Probably equivalent to like, you know, I don't know, Wolverine and
Cyclops, yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Always having their differences, but you know, when they needs to, you know, buckle down and take out the bigger foe, the time will call for it.
Yeah, right.
But in the meantime, they're gonna bump heads, you know, play fight.
Rough up feathers. Daredevil versus Punisher, y'all. Means and ends.
Go get it. Whatever bin you guys find it in. I mean, if you guys can find them in a set or individually, or if you guys get them online, hey, you do what you do. Support your local comic book store, bookstore. If you guys got them in your town or in your city, you guys know what to do. Go support them.
Yep.
I mean, even though it's not new books, but at least it's stories that are good and you didn't know that existed. So if you don't like today's stories or how they're being written, and if you didn't know that this story existed,
Yes,
so,
yes.
yeah, start looking into those back issues and
Yeah.
you know, find stuff that you really like.
Yeah. You want good stories? Go to the back issues.
Right. Well, and if you reached all the way to this point, and you already know we're gonna end this episode with a motivational quote for y'all, and let the value hit you for what it's worth. But I mean, if you heard it before, it's just nice self-reflection of where we are today.
Today.
And this one's by an anonymous person, and it states, "Love is the doorway through which the human soul passes from selfishness to service and from solitude to kingship with all mankind." End quote.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely goes hand in hand with these two gentlemen here. I mean, or just with that action alone that you've seen with Frank Castle and helping with the Pastelli family.
Yeah, for sure.
He didn't have to, but he wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't on his agenda. It wasn't on his to-do list. But if it regards one of his enemies being Hammerhead,
Yeah.
then hey, since I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just warm up real quick.
Right. And with such warm up, you know, he had with Daredevil.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like like we said, like they're always gonna be fighting and just getting their training in.
Yeah. Well, for Frank, what, right place, right time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like even though they were looking for him.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
But
He was ready.
yeah.
So not really wrong place, wrong time, but good for him and for the Pastellis.
Yeah. And just kind of shows that Frank Castle still has a heart. You
Oh,
know?
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I mean, even though Mary resembled his Maria, you know, it just shows that his heart still beats. You know, it's not just ice in his veins. You know, depending on the moment, you know, he's always going to be thinking about his family and what drives him, and that drive or that passion still has to come from a heart of some sort.
Oh yeah, see, he still has that human connection.
Yep. And Daredevil or Matt Murdock, he's gonna do what he does, you know, as a lawyer, as Daredevil,
Yeah.
and looking to clean up the streets and being the new kingpin. he's gonna find a way to balance all things out. I don't know at what cost, but for him, he knows that.
Yeah, for sure. If he's atheist, like, does it even? I mean, it doesn't matter what you believe in. If you're doing it for the right reason or not, someone knows.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that whole yin yang of it all. I mean, that's just the whole universal thing. It's like just that balance
It's like, put it this way: he's fighting a war at home,
in his mind.
in his mind, in his mind as well.
Yeah, you always got to consider what people go through, and
Yeah.
you know, it's like don't be pushing people's buttons because you don't know their journey.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're not gonna pretend that we know you guys, but you know, don't be jealous of people's successes.
Yeah.
I mean, they went through their journey for a reason, and the universe blessed them because they were ready and they put in the work.
Yeah.
And that goes for same for you guys and for these two gentlemen. It's like they still have to put in the work as far as what they need to do, what's right.
Yeah, and we don't know even for ourselves how long it'll last for anyone.
Hmm. Everyone has their time. Everyone has their moment.
Yeah.
And you know, just have that patience. You know.
And it starts by loving yourself.
Hmm.
Because if you can love yourself, you can have more patience. Yeah, makes sense.
But hey, if it doesn't make sense for you guys don't have to listen to us.
Mhm.
But you know, we're just here sharing that with you guys. You know, and thank you again for just watching this video all the way to this point.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And we don't like to ask too much from you guys, but you know, like and subscribe, comment below, you know, spread the word of what we're doing over here on our show, Creativity Unsheathed.
Yeah, if you like it, drop a comment.
Yeah.
And let us know what books or movies you would like us to review.
Yep. We're gonna be looking into music as well. So
Yeah,
albums
For sure.
that inspired us in our music.
Yes.
And yeah. So till next time, y'all.
Till next time,
Keep creating, stay creative.
stay independent, have your own voice.
Do your best as a human being to stay motivated and keep on going.
Yeah, kill the negativity, spread the love, y'all.
Till next time, y'all.
Till next time,
Peace.
peace. This one's on me, kid.
Thanks.